I was recording. I thought I made a huge mistake. My phone was, I put it on slow motion, and turns out that's a pretty easy fix. So, crisis averted, but it did make me realize my last video for recording wasn't the greatest. And I wasn't happy with how my sketches turned out, and I will share kind of what my last sketch was. And I mean, it's okay, but it's still a sketch, and I was thinking about how I could kick it up a notch, and I have gouache, and I really want to use it, and keep using it. So, I got my trusty little dollar store sketchbook out, and started doodling a bit, and I think I'm going to make a gouache painting of my little Nightcrawlers. And we're going to make it a little bit more whimsy, and we're going to do what gouache does best, which kind of gives it that like Ghibli studio look. So that is the plan. And on top of it, I was taking a peruse on Amazon, as one does. I found this Amazon sketchbook. It's Amazon Basics. It's normally like $12, and I got it for like $8. It was on sale. So that's the sketchbook. It's got a pocket. Well, it looks like it has a pocket. Yeah, it's got a pocket. There we go. And not too many pages. This will be my get better at painting with gouache sketchbook. We'll just fill it all up. Just like everybody else, I'm really good at getting sketchbooks, not so much finishing them, but this one I've been doing pretty good. We're gonna finish it. Got this one at the dollar store for like $3. Not so much a dollar store, but that was my doodle. We're gonna transfer the doodle into here and make it actually work for the size difference, and which I kind of like, because I'm not good at backgrounds. I don't know about you guys, but backgrounds are really not my thing. So we're gonna sketch this together, but I'm not sure if I should draw the characters first, because they are kind of they're the main reason I'm doing this. So yeah, I think that's where we're gonna start. We're gonna do the characters first. I'm gonna draw the little baby first. Fibonacci sequence. Yeah, that should work. Walking pants. So with that slow motion, I thought it recorded everything in slow motion and just kind of left it at that. But it turns out everything records as usual, and it just slows it down. So when you go to edit the video again, it will, you put it back to like just 100% and it's fine. My sound was still there, the voice was still recorded, everything was fine. I just am not very good with technology. Kind of like genie pants. But the other one, maybe just like right up here, and looking down at the little tiny one. I don't like that. Too big. Way too big. Yeah, my last little video just didn't leave me inspired at all. I was really excited to start, but I guess that's just the ups and downs of, starting a YouTube, sharing your world with other people. It's exciting at first, but life gets in the way. Sometimes I feel too stressed or too tired. I feel like it helps keep me accountable as far as getting more drawing done every day, which is really one of the biggest things about getting good at art, is just to keep on practicing. And I don't get enough practice in all the time. I try, but I definitely need to work on that. And this was kind of one of those ways. I was really hoping to keep some level of accountability to myself. The femur has some really big round bones that I figure I can kind of make look like feet, like weird cartoony bulky high heel feet. And I don't want to go right to the edges though. I like this outline thing I got going on, so I kind of want to recreate that. I'll just go over it a few times until I'm happy with it, if I like it. And I think that's coming to the end of its lid. And I want like a bush in here, something of a sidewalk here, and it turns off. Oh, oops. All right. fixed. Now we got a new color to work with. Woohoo! That's always so exciting. In the videos of their capture on the camera, they have a little path they're walking down, and that's pretty fun. I don't know why I didn't include it like in my other sketches, because that kind of makes part of this. Like, it kind of makes the Nightcrawlers, giving them the setting. That's something I don't feel like I can leave out. I like that more. They were a little bit too far over on this one, and I wanted to center them a bit on this side, tree here. What's nice about gouache is that you can kind of go over everything anyways. It's nice and opaque, so you can just cover up what you don't want. I think in the background we're gonna we'll figure out the rest later. Now that I got my drawing, I think we will get to painting. We're gonna take an intermission because I gotta clean up the other stuff before I can start painting. We're just gonna start with a few colors. Kind of want it bright in the center, but not too bright. That's a bit muddy, but we don't want to get too bright when you're going back in perspective. That should actually work out. Very nice. This is some pretty absorbent paper. It's not doing too bad though. This is more green. This is more green than I thought it was going to be. I don't quite want it this green, but this is a lovely lighter green. Kind of want to go over the characters with it so that they kind of pick up the underpainting under the colors, and that glow should hopefully shine through the characters. There's going to be a bush here, maybe there too. I don't know yet. Yeah, actually, this will work. We're going to transition to this color and into the next color. It's eerie glow to the forest. I left it too much. I wonder though. That worked. Just have to lift a bit of paint, help with that glow. I like to always tone my grays with whatever colors in the picture. You just got to make sure to tone them down a bit. Make sure it looks like all that light from the rest of your image is locked in there somewhere. Well, I think I'm going to let that dry fully before I continue anymore. It's still it's pretty wet, so anything I do over top of it's probably just going to lift on me, and I don't really want that. Of course, I can't really stop fidgeting with it though, can I? It's alright. We will come back and finish this up. And so far, the Amazon Sketchbook isn't doing too bad. I feel like it's very absorbent though. It's really soaking up the water quickly. Hi, kitty. Again with the water. I think next time I'm gonna get tubes. I don't mind these hemi gouache things, but they're kind of a pain in the butt. Oh, don't. She's eating my paint. Okay, I can't see, sweetie. Please don't step on my book. Okay. Ooh, kitty cat. Okay. Cheeto, get out of here. Aren't you just the cutest kitty? I love you. Yes, I do. Now go away. Alright, I like to go in layers from super dark to lighter. Just gives it that depth it needs. But first we are going to do some silhouettes, I think, to kind of make it look like there's plants lurking. Actually, we're going to... That's pretty dark. This is all going to blend, but I kind of want some darker trees in here in the foreground. Okay, is this going to work? They'll be thin. Alright, that looks alright. Yeah, a bigger one up front here. Whatever you do, just keep adding stuff that makes it look interesting, I guess. This is already turning out better than my sad little drawings of the Nightcrawlers. I'm definitely happier with this. It was pretty disappointing with my Nightcrawlers. So this is at least a little bit more interesting. We're just gonna try to look like there's some foliage growing. This is more foliage. I mean, all my techniques to use here as best I can for what little I don't remember a whole lot anymore. I used to draw all the time, and I got really good at portraits, but life goes on. I've taken a different path. I've always kind of played around with art, but I noticed there was definitely not practicing enough, a huge drop in skill and what I could do then versus what I can do now, which is a little disappointing, but I want to really get back into it. Life is starting to ease up a little bit, so I'm good with that. Just keep going. No, that was the wrong one. Oh no, she's back. Cheeto. Bad cat. What are you doing? We're gonna make that a little bit more green, blue. Are you helping me paint? I hope you've come to help and not. Ooh, I like that. Are you biting my pencils? She's still kind of a kitten, just turning 2, so she's kind of a... No. You don't need to take my paintbrushes. She's kind of a rotten little thing. No. Why are you chewing on that? Why are you chewing on that? Aight. You mad little one. I'm gonna put some really tall grass in the background here. They'll lick it. They'll lick it a lot. Ooh, yeah. Hey. We persevered. We're getting through the ugly stage, and things are looking up. And now my other cats come to torture me. Maybe a little bit of a darker layer. One more. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm going to add some light, I think. Alright, maybe this is what's missing. I feel like I don't mix these opaque enough. Add a little bit of light to the trees. I forget it dries actually significantly darker, so this might work out. Like it's catching the tree, all the textures in the tree. When you need to make everything a little bit more squiggly and loose, instead of trying to control it, hold your paintbrush up a little bit higher and I'll just do it naturally. Get a nice squiggle going all on its own. I'm happy with that. I might do. And I actually want to really darken some of these spots too. Pull these forward a bit. Give it some heavier shadows in certain areas just to give it more of a tree texture. If there's rocks on the path, maybe it's, or holes or whatever divots, this color is going to get, the light is going to get picked up on it, so we'll mimic that. I need a better brush for this. Well, this one might do the trick. We'll see. Definitely need it to be more opaque. I'm still not used to this medium yet. I do enjoy it quite a bit. I just got to learn how to actually use it. Okay, well, let's see what this does. Yeah. I don't like this brush. I'm giving it like cross hatching almost. Okay, that's not working for me. I need like a roundy brush. This one's bigger, but it might actually give me the texture that I need just from the corner. Yeah, that's a little bit better. A little bit. Oh, okay, we just gotta let it do its thing for it to actually want. That worked better. Okay, I want some brighter guys of grasses here. Not quite bright. I want it to match this green that I just laid down. That at some point is going to look better. Maybe just a tiny bit light grass over here, a couple tufts. I feel like it should be glowing behind it. This may do nothing for it or everything. We'll see. Let's add some light. Looks good to me. Be a little bit more liquidy. Still finding the balance between perfect consistency. Oh, I don't mind that. It's interesting. And then we'll do just a few to... Oh, that's pretty thick. Let's just dab. Okay, that's okay. It wasn't ideal, but... And that's our third layer for this bush. It's a little so you can see how it kind of just brings all those layers and makes it look a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Not realistic. I wouldn't say this is a realistic. I think it just brings out the depth. Yes, that is the word I'm looking for, the depth. Might as well use more of this up. I'm gonna make magical orbs. One more orb here. That looks too balanced. How many do I have? 2, 4, I got 6. I should have left it at 5. I like to use odd numbers. It's kind of a balancing, asymmetrical balance, I guess. It just creates more interest if it's not even. But that means, where are we going to place the other one? Yeah, let's do that. I like that idea. Went from too thin to too thick. So we're definitely on a journey of learning gouache. But that's okay, because that is what this sketchbook is all about. And I like that I made a whole scene first before even trying to just practice anything else. It always lifts up for what's underneath. I don't like that either. Okay, there's gonna go one up here. Okay, well, alright, now we got 8. Now what we're gonna do is little tiny ones. Add some interest. All part of the process. All part of the process. Glowy dots. I have an idea, actually. Normally I would section certain areas off, but given how everything's going, I'm just going to go for it. We're gonna make magic dots in a different way. There. A little bit more organic looking. And that. There. That's the way. Now we're gonna do another round. Well, everything else is still, looks like it's drying yet. I'm not done with the dots, not the bigger ones anyways. Make sure we got all the glowiness is what we want for our magical, extra dimensional Nightcrawlers. Well, look at how that just spices it up. Dry fireflies. I'm gonna put these little dots here just to bring out the light of these bigger orbs. And I'm just going in straight with the pure white because I can. And that's still wet. This one's still wet too. Please just let me do it. Same with you. Just work. I'm just gonna put a big old dab. Cool. I'm happy with this now. I'm actually very happy with this one now. I've been putting it off for days. I didn't really feel like doing it, but I'm glad we're done now. It's gonna, I don't know, give it a border. Doesn't have to be perfect. This was definitely trial and error, but now we have our Fresno Nightcrawlers. This should almost be a coloring page. I would definitely make that into a coloring page. Love it. Well, thank you for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a bunch. I know I learned a few things, and I hope that after, when I finally get to my last page, it's going to be way more epic than this first page. Not that I think it's terrible, but it could be better. Always can be better. That's what we're doing, right? We're improving our art. That's why we do this. I hope you guys had the best holidays, and now it's time to get back to the grind, which is not very well looked forward to, but let's continue this journey together.